Hey Wargamers, today a very quick video. I just want to make a few points about the Dahyak Grehk model. I finally got my hands on one. It was shipped over from the UK, ordered it a while ago. Pretty par for the course when it comes to my Kroot purchase history on eBay. But yeah, so there are a few things that I haven't seen a lot of people talk about that I think were important points and things that I was really curious about. So first, let me show you the model because I'm sure you've seen it already, but just for context. Right, so this is what we're talking about here is this red guy. And yes, I rebased him. He comes on a slat base, as you might expect. But overall, you'll notice that he is the same size as the other Kroot, more or less, right? And I think the big difference here is that he's standing more upright, whereas everything else, including Incorporac here, is hunched over in some way. So I think that's the primary difference in stature between the two, is mostly due to posturing. It doesn't seem like there's really that big of a difference in terms of the overall size of the model aside from that. Maybe a millimeter or something like that, very minor scaling. The Kroot rifle does seem to be slightly larger, and I don't know if that's just in comparison to the particular models that I was using in that. Maybe there's slight variation in that just because of things, I guess. But the Kroot rifle seems just minusculely larger, and that's probably just my imagination, but it looks larger at least. It was my first push fit model assembly. I know, weird, but I've never done a push fit before, so it was kind of foreign to me. One thing that you'll want to do, let me put these down. One thing that you'll want to do when assembling this guy is basically line up the back and front bits. He comes as basically three parts: his back, his front, and then the rest of him. And so if you line those parts up, the back and the center part, and then push the front part in, that will work out fairly well. And you just really have to, you just gotta squeeze them. You just gotta squeeze them really hard, and then he'll fit together. But there's no like click or anything like that. It's not your usual type of plastic assembly. It's fairly easy to do. And yeah, I mean, there's a little bit of gap here and there. So I think hopefully the paint will finish that off, or I can use some green stuff. But either way, easy to build, of course, as you would expect. But yeah, I'm happy with it. It's about the same size as other Kroot, which is kind of disappointing. I was hoping for a little bit more of an increase in proportion here, because that would suggest to me maybe we're looking at more Kroot models in the near future. But alas, it's the same size, more or less. Like I said, maybe minor scaling, but pretty much the same size and easy to assemble. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If you've picked up Dahyak Grehk, do you think there's a difference in size? It looks the same size to me. So I'm really interested to see if you guys came to the same conclusion. But other than that, thanks for watching and happy wargaming. Hey everyone, this video is made possible by my supporters over on Patreon. If you enjoyed this video, consider joining our community over there as well. Special thanks to No Excuses Panda, Scott Heater, Tao Oswald, Nick Steele, Jared Egler, Scott J. Smith, Stephen Cohen, Brian Mann, Jake Johnson, Eric Jackson, Benjamin, RP, Julian Peck, Andy M. Young, Peter Benjamin Parker, and Giovanni DiMaggio.